Hello, friends. What's your plan? Do you have a plan for this year coming up for 2021? First of all, let's say goodbye to 2020 and be grateful for the things that were good about it. And there were lots of things that were good about it. So let's be grateful about that, not focus on the negative. And then let's go forward and make a plan for 2021. What's your plan? To make a plan, you need to start with the end in mind and then deconstruct it. That's how we do it in the FlyLady system. If you wanted to clean a room, you want to say, this is what the room's going to look like when I'm done. How do I get there? How long is it going to take me? You deconstruct it and you say, okay, for 15 minutes, I'm going to work in this drawer or on this shelf or whatever. And that's what I walk you through all the time. But we can do that with our finances. We can do that with our health. There are lots of things we can do. We just need to say, what do we want the end to look like? This is not a New Year's resolution. This is a goal. And a goal can be broken down into achievable parts. And so if you have a goal to be healthy, that's kind of a vague goal. But if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, or your goal is to lower your cholesterol, or your goal is to be stronger so that you can easily stand in the kitchen and prepare meals without your back hurting, whatever it is, that's your goal, then you have to break it down into little manageable bites. And that's how we eat an elephant, right? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. So that's basically what we're doing. So I want you to take your plan and say, okay, this is my homemaking goal. I want my home to be completely decluttered by the end of the year. Well, then if you break that down, it's going to be half decluttered by the middle of the year, by 6 months. It's going to be a quarter decluttered by 3 months. And it's going to be a little bit decluttered by 1 month. A portion of that third is going to be decluttered in 1 month or quarter. That portion of that quarter is going to be done in 1 month. And the only way to get there is by doing 15 minutes a day, 4 times a week, sincerely working for 15 minutes, not stopping, not running around the house, but actually working, decluttering, making decisions. What am I going to keep? What am I going to throw away? What am I going to give away? Not, oh, I don't know, I think I should keep that. That's not making it. You got to be sincere. Listen, have you ever trained a dog? I know that sounds weird, but have you ever trained a dog? I had a Rottweiler, big old 110-pound Rottweiler, gorgeous, faithful, wonderful Justice. She was a good girl. But when I first got her, she was grown. She was my son's dog, and he couldn't keep her. And he gave her to me and my husband. And she was beautiful, and she was friendly. But she was strong, and she didn't walk on a leash. My son ran with her and wore a halter. I put a halter on her. So when I started walking her, she thought I needed to run, and I was flying behind her like a kite in the air. So I got the proper tools to have her pay attention and listen to me, and I changed my attitude, and I said, I am the boss. Just like you have to do in your home. You have to say, I am the boss of the home. I am the center of the home. I am the only mother. I am the center of the household. You know what? You're not the only parent, and you're not the head of the household. You might be, but you are the only mother and the only homemaker in the home, the true homemaker. So this is your area. This is the thing you have to have control over. So like my dog, when I said, Justice, sit, Justice sat. Justice, come, Justice came. Justice, lay down, Justice laid down. I always followed it with, good girl. But Justice obeyed me because I was the alpha. So you have to be the alpha with yourself. You have to say, listen here, Kat. This is what we're going to do. And it's not hard, and it's just 15 minutes. And I'm not going to be a wishy-washy person. I'm an oak, not a willow. I'm an oak, not a willow. I'm strong. I can make these decisions. And I can promise you that you will not miss anything that you get rid of. I've given away thousands of things and thrown away even more. And I've not missed anything I've gotten rid of. I have regretted that I spent the money on it in the first place. That I've done, but that's already a done deal. When I have this item that I regretted buying in the first place, why should it hurt my feelings to get rid of it? That is a done deal. That money is gone. So I'm going to give it to somebody who will enjoy it, or I'm going to throw it away if it's a piece of trash. I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, this thing cost me X dollars. I'm going to keep it. I might find a use for it. You are sabotaging your efforts. So Remember to be strong in your plan, to self-discipline. Discipline is a form of love. So when you self-discipline, you're showing yourself love, which is very important. You are supposed to love yourself. That does not mean you're self-centered. It means that you're coming from a centered place so that you can give love to others because you love yourself, okay? This is more of the kind of things that I share on the Patreon channel, but I think it's really important this year that you listen to the way you think and that you have a better attitude about life and about yourself, and that you grab hold of the reins and say, this is my year. This is what's happening. You're not mean, you're not cruel, you're firm but kind. That's the thing I want you to remember, to be firm but kind. And if you have children, you must inspect what you expect of them. You can't expect children to do things and then never check it, because they won't do it. It's not that your child is bad, your child is normal, which is a good thing. You just need to be the parent who parents them until they're grown and gone by inspecting what you expect. Not like a drill sergeant with a whistle. You just kind of look at it and say, oh, he didn't make his bed. Bob, go make your bed, son. That's how you do it. Firm but kind, like your favorite teacher when you were growing up. Firm but kind. You wouldn't disappoint your teacher. Your children won't disappoint you if you remain firm but kind. Okay, so make your plan. I digressed a little bit. It's important. Make your plan. Figure out your plan. Break it down. Deconstruct it so that if it is other than the FlyLady system, which I've already deconstructed for you, and I'm helping you with on our videos every week. Our live video on Monday is for at home, and our live video on Saturday is for payroll homemakers. So if you're an at-home homemaker, watch me at 9 a.m. on Mondays. If you're a payroll homemaker, watch me at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. You're free to look at each other's videos. It's fine. There's general information that's the same for both. But I have a plan for you, so you don't have to worry about that. But you have other things that I can't plan for you. So if you're planning to go on a vacation next year and you haven't had one this year and you want to have a vacation, then you need a vacation savings account. How much money do you need to go on that vacation so you don't put it on your card? You need X dollars. Okay, then how much does that mean you have to save every month to have that amount in 12 months so you can go on vacation, or in 16 months or 18 months or whenever you decide? And if that vacation costs you 3 times more than you can afford, then you can't afford that vacation, my love. You have to have a less expensive vacation. And if you can't even afford that, then you're going to have a staycation until you can afford to have a vacation like you want. But it's still a vacation that you're going to plan for, and even a staycation requires extra money so you can have the treats and go out to dinner and do the things just as if you were on a vacation somewhere else. You do it from home. So figure out how much you need and then break it down. You need a budget this year. A budget is something you need to sit down now and figure out. A budget is basically capturing the expenses that you have every month, every 6 months, every year, all those expenses, writing them all down, and then capturing how much income you have and subtracting your expenses from your income. And if you don't have enough income, then your budget is off and you need to change it. You have to tell yourself sometimes, I cannot do this. It's not that I'm bad, and it's not that I don't deserve it. It's just that these are the facts. We make this much money in our household. That means we can only spend this much money in order to have this much to put in our savings. And so I'm going to have to cut back on some of the things I do. I'm going to have to go to Aldi's instead of Publix or whatever. You're going to have to make changes. Little changes will make a big difference in your life. Okay? Figure out how much money you would have at the end of the year if you saved $15 a week. How can you do that? Can you do that? And you might have a much bigger budget, and that's fine. It's all the same. It just shrinks in proportion to your income or grows in proportion to your income. But I guarantee you, no matter how big your budget is, your income is, if you don't have a budget, you're wasting so much money. So that's part of your plan as well. A financial plan, and then a health plan. You know, what do you want to do? Do you want to be able to walk around the block by the end of the year, and you can't do that right now? You know, it starts with taking a step out the front door. Maybe your goal is bigger than that. Maybe you want to run a 5K in 6 months, or maybe you want to run a marathon in a year. Whatever it is, you may not ever have that as a goal. You just want to get through a Zumba class. You know, whatever it is, or you just want 5,000 steps a day. Start somewhere. Start with the first step. and say, okay, if I want to walk 5,000 steps a day, and right now I'm getting 1,000 steps a day, then that means that I'm going to have to increase the number of steps I take every day by X number of steps. And so today I'm going to take my regular number of steps plus 100 more, or whatever it is. And you make it a point to get the 100 steps in. This is a very simplistic example, but I know that you get what I'm saying. You don't be so, never mind. Just make sure you get what I'm saying. Don't take me so, what's the word? I'm trying to find the word. Whatever the word is, don't believe every word I say to be the actual thing I'm saying. You know what I mean. I'm giving you an idea. So these things I say to you, when I say take an extra 100 steps a day, will get you to 5,000 steps in X weeks. How do I know that? I haven't sat down and calculated that out. I'm just saying, literally, don't take me literally. Just do the work for yourself. Discipline yourself. Love yourself enough. Okay? All right. All right, so that's it for today. I want you to make a plan or several plans for this year, not resolutions, but goals. And goals that you can break down, and goals that you can build a little cushion into. So if yours is a savings goal and you want to save $5 a week and you might miss it 1 or 2 weeks, then maybe you need to set it for $6 a week so that you have that little cushion in there in case you miss it once or twice. Okay? All right. That's it for today. I hope that you're making plans for the future. Plans are good. That's hope. That gives you a light at the end of the tunnel. 21 is going to be a great year, 2021. I'm looking forward to it. I'm setting my plans. I'm breaking it down into weekly goals, and I want you to do the same. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful.